Hi guys, we're back. Day 23, Body, Mind, Spirit Challenge. My name is Jim Standish and I am one of your co-hosts. So yesterday we were talking about the Sri Yantra, and I gave you the opportunity to print up a symbol, and I also gave you a link where you could read a little bit more about the Sri Yantra, and I certainly would encourage you to do some research on that. I mean, just Google it, go to Wikipedia. There's an awful lot of information about it, and I think that when you start to read it and start to understand that it's really a powerful tool, a powerful symbol that has been used for eons for specific purposes. And we're going to dive into some of those purposes. So what I want you to do is to actually either pull it up and print it out so that you can put it in front of you, or open another screen on your computer where you can put the symbol on your computer. And I want you to kind of have maybe some lighting that will allow you to just kind of concentrate and zone in on the symbol itself. And we're going to combine that with some rhythmic breathing. And I want to find a rhythm that is comfortable for you. And we're going to practice breathing. So going back to all the other stuff that we talked about, and hopefully you've been taking some notes, you have your notebook, maybe you even have a separate page for each day so we can go back and review and add some things, right? So we talked about taking off your shoes. Very important. Allow the free flow of electrons from the planet so that you can connect yourself to the planet. We talked about straightening the spine and how important it is to straighten your spine and have a straight spine through this process. We talked about having your hips just a little bit higher than your knees, and you can get a pillow, a meditation pillow. You can sit on the floor. You can sit in a chair, just like I do. Kind of edge yourself up to the edge of the chair so that your legs drop off the chair a little bit. You can cross your legs so that you can sit comfortably, and just so that your hips are a little bit higher than your knees, and it's better for circulation. And what I want to do is we're going to find a rhythm. Okay? And I want you to think, as you're breathing in, I want you to think in, as you're breathing in. And this is a trick for your mind. We're giving your mind something to think about. And when you exhale, I want you to be saying to yourself, out, 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 out. Now you don't have to say this out loud. You can say it in your head. And it doesn't have to be at this speed, okay? But I want you to find a rhythm that is comfortable for you. And this just happens to be whatever, okay? So in, however far that is for you to breathe in, and then out, 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 okay? And we're going to just keep cycling through this. Just keep breathing in, keep breathing out. Now at the same time, you're going to be looking at the Sri Yantra. This is all going somewhere. This rhythmic thing. There's a reason for this. And if you want to do a little homework for the lessons coming up, you can look up yantra, and you can look up mantra, and you can look up mala. So you're practicing your breathing in now. You're staring at the Sri Yantra, and when you're breathing in, I want you to visually dive in to the center of that symbol. Right in the middle of that symbol, in the bindu, in the very center point of it, there's an upside down triangle with a little dot. So we're tricking our mind. So you've got a rhythm, you're breathing in, and I want, as you're staring at that symbol, I want you to think that you're going into the symbol as you're breathing in. So you're saying it in the back of your head, you're going in. You're looking at the symbol, and you're pretending to dive into that symbol, into the center of the symbol. And then exhaling, you're pulling yourself back out of the symbol. couple of really crazy things are going to start to happen is that the symbol itself is going to start doing all kinds of things, and this is good. Your brain is processing this. As we talked about earlier, and hopefully you learned a little bit about the geometry in the Sri Yantra itself is the angles and the formation of creation. So this mathematical information, I believe, is embedded in our DNA. So when you start looking at this, your brain there's all kinds of things going on in your brain. There are all kinds of connections being made. And this is the lesson for today. Okay? So find a rhythm that's comfortable for you. And I want you to practice this. Just practice breathing and say to yourself, in, and dive into that symbol. And then say to yourself, out, 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 out. And whatever, how many times is comfortable for you right now. We're definitely going to get into a count. And there is definitely something to a count in a rhythm. This is practice because we're going to take this somewhere, okay? So that's your practice for today, your homework for today, day 23. We will see you tomorrow on day 24. Thank you.